Good morning, dear students. I hope you all are fine in home and enjoying your studies. And we are continuing our mathematics with the help of video lessons. In the previous video, we studied about the whole numbers, right? We studied about the different methods of calculating whole numbers using brackets and all these things. And today, we'll learn about some patterns in whole numbers. Okay, now before going to the class, let's just remind what is pattern. Pattern means when something is done in a repetitive way. It means suppose I write 1 plus 1, it becomes 2. Suppose I add 3 ones, it will become 3. Okay, so these are just patterns. Okay, now let's come to the our study points. Okay. Okay, so let's proceed. So what is the first point we will learn here? Whole numbers in form of dots. Now what are dots? Dots means, okay, these are dots, right? How to represent the whole numbers in form of dots? Suppose I write 2. 2 can be represented as 2 dots. Okay, so this is in the form of a line, right? Suppose I write 3. 3 can be represented as 3 dots in a line, or 3 can also be represented as 3 dots in the form of a triangle. Okay, so 3 can be represented as in a triangle form. Now suppose I have 4, right? We have 4. 4 can be represented as 4 dots in a straight line, or it can be represented as a square. Okay, square means the number of dots in the row is same as number of dots in the column, right? So that is a square. Now suppose I write 5. Suppose I write 5. 5 can only be represented as straight lines. Okay, 5 dots represented in a straight line. Now suppose I have number 6. 6 can be represented as a straight line dots, like, look, this is a straight line dot. Okay, or 6 can be represented as a rectangle, like 1 2 3 4 5 6. Look, this is in the form of a rectangle. If we join the dots, okay, then it becomes the rectangle, right? So 6 can be represented as a rectangle also. Okay, suppose I have 8. 8 can be represented as lines. Okay, remember, all the numbers can be represented as dots in the form of lines. Okay, now 8 can be represented as lines. Okay, that is general thing. Now 8 can also be represented as a rectangle. Can be represented as rectangle means, can be represented as rectangle means, if we join the dots, then it becomes a rectangle. Okay, so this is what I mean when I say can be represented as rectangles. Now suppose I have 9. Suppose I have 9. How can 9 be represented? 9 can be represented as a square as well. 1 9 can be represented as square, because if we join the dots, then it will represent a square. How? Why it will represent the square? Look, what we know about square? Square means all the sides are same, right? Now here 2 sides, okay, 2 distances are there, from first dot to second, then second to third, and here also 2. Similarly, this is a square. Okay, 9 can be represented in the form of a square. Look, and another thing, in the form of square means the number of dots in a row is same as number of dots in a column. Row means what? This number of dots in a row is same as number of dots in a column, or number of row is equal to number of column. Okay, it means suppose I have 9 dots. Okay, if we calculate in this side, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? So 9 can be represented as a square. Okay. So similarly, look at the page number 42. There is a table. Okay, which number can be represented in form of which? Okay, suppose there is number 2 line. Yes, rectangle. Number 2 cannot be represented as rectangle. Number 2 cannot be represented as square. But similarly, number 3 can be represented as line and triangle. Number 4 can be represented as line, rectangle and square. Similarly, number 5 can only be represented as line. Similarly, all the boxes are empty. So your homework is to complete these boxes. Okay. So suppose we have 6. 6 can be represented as line, right? 6 can be represented as rectangles. Okay. Similarly, you have to fill the box. Okay, that will be really helpful for you. Now, let us see what exactly pattern is. Okay, observing patterns. Let us learn how to observe patterns. Look, on your screen, there is some patterns, like, right, you have to look at this. Suppose there is 96 into 5. Look, 96 into 5. Okay, now 96 into 5. Look, we know about 5. 5 means 10 by 2. Why we did 10 by 2? Because a number is easier to multiply with 10, 100, 100, 1000. This, okay, the number can be easily multiplied with 10, 100, 100, 1000, 10,000, etc. Okay, so if there is a pattern consisting with 5 or like this, okay, you have to first look at can it be represented in the form of 10 or 100 or 1000 or 10,000. Okay, so 96 can be represented as like this. Okay, now 96 into 10 is 960 divided by 2. Now 960 by 2 is 480. Okay, similarly, look at another example. It is 60 into 25. 60 into 25. Look, 25 means can be represented in the form of 100 means 25 is equal to 100 by 4. Like, right, 25 into 4 is equal to 100. So 25 is equal to 100 divided by 4. So 60 into 100 by 4. Okay, so 60 into 100 is 6000 by 4. Okay, it will be 1500. Okay, now similarly we have 32 into 125. 32 into 125 can be represented as in the form of 1000 divided by 8, or we can say 125 into 8 is equal to 1000. So 125 can be represented as 1000 divided by 8. Okay, this will be equal to 32,000 divided by 8. It means the answer will be 4000. Okay, now this is one of the patterns while doing multiplication. Okay, now while doing addition, we have another type of pattern. Suppose I have 117 plus 9. Look, we know adding 10 or 100 or 1000 is easier than adding 9, 8, etc. Okay, so 117 plus 9, we can write this as 117 plus 10 minus 1. Look, 10 minus 1, because in the place of 9 we wrote 10 minus 1. Okay, 117 plus 10 minus 1. 117 plus 10 is equal to 127 minus 1. So the answer is 126. Similarly, we have 117 plus 99. 117 plus 99. So 117 plus 99 can be represented as 117 plus 100 minus 1. Okay, 99 can be represented as 100 minus 1. Okay, so 117 plus 100, it will be 217 minus 1. So the answer will be 216. Okay. Similarly, if I write 117 minus 99, okay, 117 minus 99. Look, subtracting 100 is easier than subtracting 99. Okay, because we can just look at the sum and say, okay, now we can write this as 117 minus 100. Look, if 99 is subtracted from the number, if we subtract 100, then we have to add 1 minus 100 plus 1. Why? Because when we subtract 100 instead of 99, then we subtract 1, okay, we go to 1 point behind. So to manage that, we come 1 point forward. Okay, look, for example, if I say, suppose I have 11 minus 9 is equal to 2. Now 11 minus 10, what will be 11 minus 10 is equal to 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. 11 minus 1 is 1, 11 minus 10 is 1 plus 1 is 2. Okay, we added 1 because we subtracted 1 more. Here it was 9, here we subtracted 10. Okay, so subtraction means what? We go for backwards, we went 1 point more. Okay, that is why we added 1. Similarly, 117 minus 100 plus 1. 117 minus 100. What will be the result? 17 plus 1. Okay, 17 plus 1. So the answer is 18. Okay. Now similarly, this is one type of the patterns. Okay. Now you have to do the homework. Your exercise 2.3. Okay, exercise 2.3. Look, in the exercise 2.3, you have questions from all the previous exercises. Okay, so before going to do the exercise, you have to look at what the previous exercises told us. Okay, now look, suppose you are doing exercise 2.3, number 1. Which of the following will not represent this 0? Means which of the following the answer will not be 0. Okay, now 1 plus 0 will be 1. Okay, 0 into 0 will be 0. 0 divided by 2, 0 by 2 is 0. 10 by 2, it definitely will not be equal to 0. Okay, so in this way you can do the exercise 2.3. okay, so this is it for this video. We'll meet in another video. If there is any doubt, you contact me, I will be clearing your doubts. So till then, we'll meet in another video. Till then, stay home, stay happy and enjoy your study. Thank you very much.